Hi you guys, it is episode 18 of our Factorio 0.15 series, and I am Pooper. Thank you for joining me, and today we finally have concrete. I am hoping that we can get a factory built so we can actually have that automated now, and then we can start filling in our pathways that we have blocked off here, and increasing our speed throughout the base. So I need to figure out how we're going to get our iron ore and our stone brick kind of near each other. They're pretty far apart at this point. So either I need to bring in our iron ore line over here or vice versa. So let me take a look over here and see if there's a better path. We do have it ending over here, so it might be easier just to go from the bottom actually, which was something I wasn't originally considering, but I think that's probably the best scenario for right now. So let's head down there. We will see if we can join up our lines a little bit so we can get them closer to an assembler and then get our concrete automated. Okay, we are at the end of our stone and our stone brick line. We're just gonna see if we can branch it out a little bit. We're going to put a splitter here. Oh, that doesn't make much sense, does it? There we go. And we'll branch it out. I think we'll have it, the assemblers kind of in this section over here. Also another temporary factory. I do say that a lot. And then I think we'll bring the iron ore line to this area. So let me head over there. We'll split off another section of that area as well. Right there will be fine. But it seems like we have to do a lot of ugly things before we can start making it more pleasing in the future. And we're getting close. We will just use another underground belt. Put it there. And a line like that will be fine. We do have some assemblers on us already. Whoops, some lag there. Let's do them joined together. And we need an electrical pole. We'll do like that. So we'll have our red inserter for our input of our iron ore, and then we can do just a regular blue inserter for our stone and stone brick. And we do need water, so I'm wondering if there's any way we can actually just connect it from here. Yeah, we can. Okay, so this pipe here is our water. It's not yet steam, so we'll just connect it right into our steam engine line actually. Little sneaky. And let's label these so that we know just what recipe is needed. So we have everything except the water now. Let's do pipe, whoop, right there. And we'll do undergrounds to connect them, just so that we can have some walking room. And there we go, that's working now except for our output line. So let's put that in. Oh crap. Well, we're gonna have a problem with our water connected so closely to the assembly machine. We're gonna have to kind of branch it further away a little bit. That's okay. Do like that. Whoops. And like that. So let's put our output line here. I think this will work, so we'll do something like that. Perfect. Now we just need power. We'll do one here and there. Let's make a couple more pulls just by hand. We still don't have those automated quite yet, but we're getting to it. And then we'll do a box. Perfect. I am so excited to have this automated now. We can start filling in our pathway, making it quicker to get around the base. So that would be really good. We will cap this out though to I think about 4 stacks and just let this build up over time. So now that we've got that going, let's start doing a little bit more research. I do want to get some red circuits being built here pretty soon, and then of course advancing our science research. So we definitely need to research batteries for sure, and then plastic. So let's start with the batteries. And looks like these guys are off. Holy cow, 24.9K. I forgot that they increased the capacity of our storage tanks. Holy cow. Okay, well, we won't run out, I don't think, anytime soon. So while we're waiting for our research to get researched, we can start to build some lube. I do have a chemical plant ready to go. We'll put this down like right there, should be fine. And it just takes some heavy oil. So we'll just connect that straight. Oh no, I guess I do need to connect it to our tank, actually would be a better idea. But that's okay, we will do something like this. And we'll just kind of loop it around the other side. There we go, so it has the lube. Looks like that's all it takes, we just need an output for it. So we'll do another tank. We'll just craft it real quick. And there we have it for the lube. Let's just connect it up to our electricity. There we go. So this will start eating up our heavy oil, but I don't think we really need our heavy oil for anything else currently apart from just converting it to lube. And how is our concrete doing? Great, so we now have 4 stacks. Let's start placing this down just while we're waiting for our battery research to finish. And we can start putting that just in our, oh man, oh well. I think I had this problem on my other base as well, where because the water's there, we can only do part of the pathway. But that is okay, we might expand the dirt in the future so that we can actually have a wider walking path that's concrete. This is fine to get us started. Okay, there we go. It is nice, it is beginning to take shape in terms of what our base is looking like. We still have a long way to go for sure though. We'll end like right about there. And we'll head up to the top, we'll fill in the pathway up there. Oh, and there's our research. Let's start doing plastics now, I think. So I do have a favor of you guys. If you happen to know of a really good lab science factory type design, I would like a recommendation for that. You can link it down below in the comments section. But one of my favorite lab setups or research setup was the Nature's Harmonic build that was modified by Exterminator. And I was hoping that there would be something out like that so far for 0.15, but everything so far I've seen has been really just linear. It's not quite as aesthetically pleasing as you guys probably know my style by now. So if you can think of something, link it down below and I will be glad to take a look at it. So that's, I think, partly why I've been stalling on getting our science more advanced because I don't have a great plan for our science yet. And I'm definitely not familiar with like the military science or some of the other stuff yet. I've never used it before. Oh, let's get a little bit more pathway. We'll just fill in the rest of the top there. But it's nice, it's already noticeably quicker to get around the base. It'll be even quicker when we get our exoskeleton on. I'm looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to our night vision goggles. So that's working pretty quickly, thankfully. We've got another 4 stacks already. And that should be enough to finish up our pathway up at the top. I'm also looking forward to this getting eaten up by the miners. I'd really like it for it to be depleted as soon as possible. One thing I might try is using the ore eraser, seeing if we can get it incorporated into the map even though we've already started this one. Just because I hate to have ore lying around, you know, in our main base after it's already been established and stuff. And we do have a little bit more concrete. Let's finish it up at the top here. Oh. I guess what I could have done was start with just the stone brick pathway, but I didn't really see a point to that. I think it's just a waste of resources to have to upgrade it to the concrete in the future anyway. So, oh well. Let's grab a little bit more and then it should be done. I know I said that just a second ago, but I mean it this time. And there we have our concrete pathway installed. Looking much better. Let's take a look at it on the map. Alright, looks pretty nice. And obviously we'll expand on this to, we'll move our steam engine factory at some point as well so that this will go all the way through. And then this stuff that is here will also be moved eventually. That's something I need to do here pretty soon so that we can start expanding our base. I just want to see how our research is doing. It looks like it's keeping up okay. It's just slower than I would like, obviously. But what can we do for now? We can do batteries, but it takes sulfuric acid. And sulfuric acid takes sulfur. So let's head back up to where our oil refinery section is and see if we can put in a temporary spot for some sulfur production. And I believe that takes, yep. Oh, I want to say it took coal, but I guess not. Oh, it's the plastic, I think, that takes coal. So sulfur just takes petroleum and water. And we do have enough petroleum now. So let's plop a few chemical plants down. We can do one right there. And then sulfur will go straight into the plant to make the sulfuric acid. So we'll do the sulfuric acid right here, and then sulfur here. And then what does batteries take? Or plastic, excuse me. Plastic is what takes coal. Okay, so we'll need to also figure out how to bring over some iron ore over here and then coal. But for now, let's bring some petroleum to this plant over here. We'll do something like this. And again, being careful not to cross our lines. I'm already at the petroleum. Okay, we'll do like that. There we go. This, oh, that one does not take petroleum, but it does take water. So we should be able to just connect our water real quick from the lake over there. Let's build a pump by hand. There we go, and we'll just have it, oh, we'll have it feed right there actually. That'll be kind of cool. Where'd my pump go? Okay, it now has water in the sulfuric acid portion. So this one just needs iron plate at this point, and this one just needs power. Let's hook this guy up, and we'll have it squirt into there. Oh, this needs water too. Ew. That's a little bit of a problem. I will just move the output for this line. So we'll have it going straight into the pipelines over here. This is totally not how I intended it, but that's okay. We will work around it. Okay, and then we'll have to do, ooh, that's not gonna work. Let's instead move the plant. Keep that one there, but we'll move the sulfuric acid one, unfortunately. There we go. And we'll do a red inserter instead. See, this is what happens when I don't give myself enough room. And then there's our line. And we'll extend this by 1. There we go. Problem solved. Let's just put a label to it. I think this was the sulfur. And this will be the sulfuric acid, which is why it's now working. We just need the iron plate, which is when I really wish we had robots so that we can just have the bots take it over here. But let's see if we can take a line from here, or we might actually just extend it from this one up here. That would probably be easier. So let me do that. We'll do a couple underground belts. And we'll just extend it this way. And underground belt here. There we go. Perfect. Now we just need a tank for the sulfuric acid to go. I think I've mentioned previously, but I typically hate to use tanks. I would much rather use the barrels for it, but my opinion on that might change considering that they increased the carrying capacity of these tanks at this point now. So I don't know quite how I feel about it now with the new patch, but I may just go back to barrels here once we upgrade our oil area. Where'd my tank go? Okay. Yeah, let's just plop it right there. Oh, crap, no, that doesn't work. It was getting fed oil instead, so let's fix that. Let's have our tank go. Oh, I've got to get rid of the rock. We'll have our tank go connecting to the pipe I just put down. We'll get rid of this rock first, though. And then we can put down the tank. And now it is building up with sulfuric acid. So that's good. And then batteries. We'll take iron and copper plate. And I think we'll put another line to this hemisphere of plastic, maybe right here, and then batteries right next to that. We'll have to see. I'm not 100% sure where those kind of more end game products are going to be going in terms of whether we put them on the bus or not yet. But I think for now we've got a couple things to think about before we can start on the next episode, so I will call it there. I appreciate you joining me, and I hope to see you on the next one.